Welcome from the Mobile World Congress 2015. We are here with HTC and with the brand new One M9. The M9 got just a small little upgrades on the inside compared to the One M8, as you will see in our comparison video. And also here, if I just hold them together here once, so to the left you see the last model and now you have the new model, and they are exactly almost the same size, except for in height. The M9 got a little bit smaller, and in slimness it's also maybe a little bit slimmer and has a different feeling to it, even nicer round edges all around. The camera got better on the back with 20 megapixels instead of just ultra pixel or 4 megapixel, but still we have dual flash and a speaker. And also what you have here on the bottom is still your headset port and your micro USB for charging, with where we have the security right now inside. Boom sound is still installed, as you can see here on both sides. They're looking quite good, and also you have your sensors here and our brand new front camera with 4 megapixels and also ultra pixel built in, which is of course quite good. Now you have still your nano SIM card slot on one side and your micro SD card slot on the other side. So you can easily upgrade your internal memory, which is limited to 32 gigs and 3 gigs of RAM. You have a volume rocker here, on and off switch, and on the top you won't have anything anymore except for your infrared port, so that's also quite nice, because now you can just turn your phone off by hitting the button here on the side, or just unlocking it like this. Or you still have, of course, a double tap to wake it up. So you still have your double tap to wake it up, and you can see right away your notifications here also, because you have Lollipop now, and you can also slide these up and have these nice little animations, or you can just slide up, for example, the camera to try that out. So, for example, here the back camera, as I said, 20 megapixels with a really nice low light. It should have an f2.2, I'm sorry, low light sensor, so that's really quite good. I can take a picture quite easy like that, and we can also, of course, still turn around it also here by adding just hitting the selfie button, where you have f2.0 here on the front, and the 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera, which is really quite amazing. If you look at my beard here on that side, you can really see all the details, and also here of my camera you can see here everything. This should be autofocus, I think, and it has a BSI sensor. You can shoot full HD videos on the back, and actually even 4K videos, actually full HD on the front and 4K videos here on the back. And what's also quite great is you have a sapphire glass here in front of your HTC One M9 camera here in the back, so it will definitely not get any scratches, because it's the second strongest material actually here on Earth. So only diamonds could scratch it practically. So you can see here, otherwise we have our HTC Sense 7 now installed, which is not Sense 6 anymore, so it's a little bit newer. We can just check that out in the settings, go all the way to the bottom, and show you guys some software information. So you see Sense 7 and Android 5.0, not with these that have also already a Lollipop and the nice little animations that you can see here built in, but still with Sense 6 running, which is quite interesting that Sense 7 really didn't get many upgrades, except for example, here the icons, they look a little bit different, but more about that again here in my comparison with the M7, M8, and now we have here the M9 in our hands. So I don't want to show you actually much anymore, otherwise it stood quite the same. Still a big battery with 2000 I think 800 milliamps. Let me actually check that again. We have 2840 milliamps inside on our 5-inch Full HD screen. It's not a Quad HD still, because that's definitely not needed on a Full HD on a 5-inch screen. This is totally fine. We don't need more or less battery time, just because the display has to be sharper and sharper and sharper. It's quite unnecessary, because the quality is also already quite great. So this was a really short hands-on with the HTC One M9 here on my YouTube channel. You can see here a little bit of comparison with the also iPhone 6 in terms of size. It's of course a little bit bigger, but it's due to the dual speakers, and in terms of thickness, I think you can safely say that they are about the same, except for, of course, here that we have here this nice little brush black metal, which has a different shape, so it's not quite the same in thickness. Except for on the side, but of course the battery life is a lot better on here, because we have about 30-40% more or a bigger battery in our HTC One M9 than the Apple iPhone 6. So thanks and please, and again, thank you much for tuning in. This was a short hands-on here from the Mobile World Congress, and more coming up soon, of course.